What up, Darren? You get me on all platforms. What up, John? We're sneaking another live in here. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm working on this helmet, doing a Cheech and Chong kind of a design on there. Doing this in metal flake, so I'm just using transparent colors to basically paint the design. So it's all going to be transparent metal flake. A little different than what I've used to do. I haven't really done this method for a while. Check out the other side real quick. So we got the Cheech on this side. Same thing with Chong over here. Hey, thanks, Brian. Appreciate that super chat. Adam, I do helmets and motorcycles mostly. I have painted a few cars. They've been my own, though. I prefer not to paint for like that big of a project for a customer. What up, Todd? Scott? Carlos? What's up, guys? Cody? What up, dude? Brian? Yeah, first super chat. Thanks, man. You see it's a transparent black I'm throwing over this right now. Thanks, Scott. As you can see here in the beard, I'm not like really too worried about oversaturating the black. I like not oversaturating. I'm not really worried about getting it too even because I'm just it's kind of like a beard texture there, so I'm okay with it being like a little blotchy. See how I'm just kind of filling that in. Hey, thanks Cody for that super chat. Yeah, thanks for coming through on that. Appreciate that. What up, A Killer? What up, man? Just want to make sure we have enough contrast here that it doesn't look all washed out. Make sure we get the eyebrows nice and dark because obviously they're going to be a little bit darker. This is a transparent black, so the more we layer on this, the darker it's going to get. Okay, I think we're good here. So I'm going to pull out the next shade, which is going to be the next darkest shade, which is going to be here. And his bandana. And it looks like those two shades right there and this little chunk right here. Those are all the same shade. So we're going to go ahead and pull those out. So we got that piece. Looks like this whole thing right here, besides the peace symbol. Hey, appreciate that, Sergeant Throat Punch. Punch throat? Thanks, man. All right, let's pull this off. Yeah, I left this open if anybody wants to jump in live. They want to show their work or you just want to show your face. Tear it up, man. Thanks, Akila. Appreciate that. Oh, off picture. Sorry about that. Okay. You can kind of see where the stencil, there's his glasses, his eyes, there's his bandana. Candy black, candy green here, candy lighter green right here, a little more gold mixed in with the green. Same thing here. And then we're going to leave this all silver metal flake, but then we're going to wash a little bit of gold candy over that, kind of like what we did on the other side. We want it to match up. Okay, I'm using, this is an airbrush I'm testing right now, so I'll let you know how that goes. The black candy in there, we'll get that out. Blue mixed with gold makes green. I'm actually going to go over all of the black too, because that's going to kind of it's going to tint the candy black a little bit green, kind of making it look all monochromatic. Hold on. Okay, I just realized the inside of the peace sign, I didn't pull those out right here. All right, test again. Once we get more coats on it, it'll start to turn more green. Whoa, wait a minute. Let me get my paper out. Oh, I need to pull that one out too. Anybody want to jump in here? Feel free. The live is open. All right. We're getting to about, yeah, we're about there. Let me get one more coat. You hit that like button for me, guys. You should be wearing a mask. I'm like right in front of a swamp cooler that's pushing all this, most of the overspray right out the front door. And I am spraying with an airbrush. If I ever spray with a paint gun, always paint mask, no matter what. But you really should be wearing um, a NIOSH approved respirator throughout the whole process of spraying anything. If I'm going to be spraying a lot with airbrush, I'll throw on a mask for sure. You don't want to get the wobble noggin. Okay, I think we're there. Go ahead and pull off some more stencils here. Go back and look at our reference paper here. So we got all the black done. We have this shade done. This is slightly lighter. We could, if we wanted to, we could take this and then just pull this off and use the same color tone because and just spray it in a little lighter. That would work. But we're going to go ahead and lighten up the color with a little more gold. I think somebody, let me go back and answer that question for you. Do I tape off the bottom of the helmet down to the rubber or do you leave some exposed? Yeah, good question. I would prefer to leave a little more um, exposed. Like I actually paint a little bit on, a tiny bit onto the rubber because if it goes the other way, I feel like it's a worse look because you've like undermasked or overmasked. It's not a good look. So yeah, I try to kind of get it dead on. If anything, I'm going to shoot for it to be a little bit under. Metal flaking these helmets are a challenge too because all this molding, you end up getting a pretty thick paint edge right there. So what I'll do is I'll take the blade when I'm all done and I'll just cut it right there. You gotta be really careful. It sucks. I'm not gonna lie. All right, we're gonna pull off this. A lot of these. This is much easier. Problem is using the X-Acto blade, you keep cutting into the stencil, and then you risk gouging into your existing paint. Although this has been clear coated, so like if I was to cut that with a blade, it's not going to do anything because there's clear coat protecting that. A couple of 8 coats actually. Okay, got that one. Oh shoot, I missed this one from earlier. This is supposed to be green. Still got it loaded up. We're good. Okay, we got that one. What is this? Okay, pull that. It's like I might have to cut this one a little more. Here we go. Looks like I'm missing a line right there. Yep, right here. Yep. Okay, we got white here. White there. We got gray here. Or not gray. Light green. All of this right here. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, that one. We got white there. think we just about got it right here. Right here. Oh, wait a minute. Not that. White. White. Okay. Check this over real quick. Looks like this piece right here, what we're going to go ahead and do is take this, and instead of pulling it all the way off, we're just going to fold it back. Because it's actually, if you look here, there is a little bit of a blend here where I'm going to bend through. And it looks like somebody came through with a super chat. Let's see what we got here. Mike Manning, appreciate it, buddy. Ashley's only here on Thursday nights. Mr. C. Any other questions? Let me check this real quick. Yeah, anybody want to jump on? I have this open, so if you guys want to show your work or whatever, somebody jumps on, I'll give you some stuff. This is probably the most detailed job I've seen you do, Mr. Thursday night. Hey, yeah, that's not too bad. How did I do the stencil with so many different parts? How did you do the stencil with so many different parts? I just cut it all out. It's just one. I just cut out all the black, then I cut out all the rest of the lines. But I weeded the black before I laid it down, and then now I'm weeding the rest of the layers as I need to. Yeah, appreciate the super chat, guys. Oh, push that down, and I need it up. Make sure there's nothing up here. It looks like this. It's like the peace sign's ready to come out. Nice. Okay, that's staying white, 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 white. Okay, I think we're. Am I missing something here? I think that's supposed to be white right there. Oh, there's still a stencil there. We're good. Okay. I say white, but really I mean silver base color. Okay, I took the same green mixture and I added more gold. Let's see where we're at on this. The nice thing about going dark to light, which you kind of have to do, is you can spray the same gold over this green, and it kind of like it gives it kind of like the same kind of a harmony, color harmony to it. I don't know how else to say it. It kind of like flows. It's just more pleasant to the eye. We want to make sure we get enough candy on there so it doesn't look washed out. A lot of times you'll see the candy jobs just aren't like, they're not as vibrant. It's most likely because they either mixed the candy wrong or they just didn't layer enough paint. All right, that looks good. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull the last of the stencils. Wait a minute. This guy needs to come off. Get that real quick. He's about to have a white nose. I might find a few here I need to do. What's going on here? Yeah, another one actually right here. So right now we're just exposing all of the lightest highlights. This was all pre-cut before it was laid down. Oh yeah, Scott. Tell you a little bit about the stencil. Bring you up to speed. So this is what we're doing. We're doing the Cheech. Wait a minute. This is Cheech. Got Cheech over here. Chong's going on over here. What I did is I found the image. I put it into one of the apps I have. I think it's Photo Booth. There's a lot of them that do it. Turn it into a stencil. Gives you the different color shades. I took this printout. I used, you can either put pencil on the back of this paper, just like scribbled on there, or you can use transfer paper. You can see the drawings are on there. So I'll lay the stencil paper out, lay this on top of it, and then I lay out that on top. And then what I'll do is I'll trace through. You can see all my pencil marks. Trace through onto the stencil. And this is all done before it's applied. I'll weed out the black, lay down the stencil, spray the black, and then at that point, I just weed out more to get the different colors, different shades. Okay, I think we have it all. Nice. I don't feel anything. All right. Okay, last shade. Okay, I got just regular limelight gold mixed up here per the instructions because it is a concentrate. So Scott's asking if it can be done off of a Cricut cutter. It can. You would have to find a good enough image, and then you may have to clean it up a little bit on some other apps. And this, we're not going too crazy because we want it. I'm just looking for the contrast, really. I want it to lower the contrast a little bit. No worries about hitting this over. Oh, looks like there's another stencil I didn't pull out right here. You can see already how much we did from there compared to that. So I'm just gonna tint that a little bit more, and I think we're good. I'll go ahead and pull the stencil. So once I pull this outer edge off, it's going to really look good because we're going to be able to see the contrast between what we painted and what was left silver. See right there, has a nice edge. I mean, really, if anybody can do this, if you can use an X-Acto blade and you can trace and you can somewhat handle an airbrush, you can definitely do this. This is not too hard. I think I forgot one right there. Oh no, that's right. It's the hair actually. More stencil right here. We got it. All right, nice. I'll probably end up, just like the other side, I'll end up blending the gold out from this edge in. Let me back this camera up a little bit and you can see it. One thing I didn't show you guys, let's go ahead and do it real quick while I have you on here. I am going to go ahead and pull back some of the highlights we have just with an X-Acto blade or a razor blade. You can see like right here in the beard, there's a couple of lines that we didn't put in there. We can just, since this has been clear coated, we're able to pull some of those highlights back, because you know, with transparent paints, you really can't, it's hard to, you can't really add white to it, you know, it's got to save your highlights for last. So either there should have been a stencil here, or just like what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of pulling it back. This works really good if it's on hair, because it is a little scratchy, you know, you can see right there. Maybe I'll just do another little one right there. Nothing too crazy. In this lip, maybe I want to, it's going to be really subtle because the gold that's on there is not very prominent. So just that little scratch there will pull some of that off and just add just a tiny bit of texture. It'll look a little funny until you get it clear coated, and it'll look normal. It'll look good. I'm going to do the same thing in the hair a little bit here and there. Okay, we'll go ahead and do the eyes. Let's go ahead and get the highlights in the eyes. Maybe just let's clean that up just a little bit. Just put another little sliver right down there, a little dot. Same thing here. There we go. A little more life to his eyes, huh? Maybe see right here where we have that right there. Kind of didn't do any of that, so pull that a little, pull back just a little bit of texture there. Okay, I think that's all we really need. Maybe we can do a little bit in the eyebrow. Not too much. We just want to. There we go. Okay, just a quick recap of what I did for you guys. Let me check out the chats here. Holy smokes, a rogue live feed. That is correct. Thank you. Got it coming to you. We have, I think, Sergeant. All right, cool. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. I'm going to go through the process real quick one more time. That way y'all know exactly what I did. Okay, I got two different stencils here. I got the Cheech and the Chong. Cut them out to the size I want with any kind of printer is fine. The next step would be to get some sort of a stencil paper like this right here. Cut you out a piece that's big enough, you lay it out flat. Two ways you can go to transfer your image to that. Transfer this image. There's two ways to do it. You can either take a piece of a pencil, not a piece of pencil, take a pencil, and then you can fill up the back. You have to get it completely covered with that, with the pencil. And what will happen is when you draw it through, it will transfer the pencil onto your vinyl. So, quick little tip. I feel like it's easier just to use a transfer sheet. So I'll have the vinyl, stick that in between it, then draw it out, and then this will transfer the image onto your stencil. You can see here, here's the backing for it. I was like totally cut. I was like cut a little deep, huh? All right, so cut it all out. What I did is I cut out all of the black first. So everything that was going to go black, I cut it out. So I started here around the whole edge because all of the edge had black. Even if it's just a little bit, it had a little bit of black right here, a little black right there. Cut out around the outside perimeter, and then I start cutting all this, cutting around that, and then I'll just take that chunk out of the beard. And then I'll come up here, just start by cutting out the eyebrow, and I'll take that eyebrow out. Same thing with all the black. That way I can weed out everything that's black before I even lay it down. Once I do that, I'll tape out the outer edge like I had it. I'll use a 2-inch tape, line tape, and I'll lay the strips that I need. This is semi-transparent, so you're able to kind of see your stencil before you lay it, so you get it kind of lined up exactly where you want it. So I took this basically off the sheets and pulled it off of the backing, just like you would a regular stencil. You just stick it on there, then pull your tape off, and then it was applied. That's where I started this live. You can rewatch this. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I'm doing this one a different way, this live, so maybe it's rewatchable. I don't know. But that's how it's done. I used the black first, got all that done, went with the green, took off all the green, hit that. I also hit the green over the black to kind of make it kind of a greenish black. Same thing with the green gold here. And then last but not least, I pulled out everything that was the lightest colors, which was white here, is silver. But I still added just a dusting of the gold candy over it. I made sure that I also over reduced it. That way, you don't want too thick a paint if you want like a nice mist on there. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure you over reduce your paint when you want to go light. But there it is, guys. Gave you an extra one this week. Let me see. This is not actually pulling up the chat. Let me look it up here. What type of masking am I using? I'm using Limeline. It's available on Amazon. What's up, Killer Capricorn? I've got you on here. Okay, that looks like that's it. Could do this without you, brother. Thanks, man. Thanks, Darren. All right, thanks, buddy. Yeah, we'll see you next Thursday, unless there's another. I have some leafing to do actually on this. We'll have some leafing here that'll be done in the green. So maybe I'll see you again before next Thursday, because I do need to have this helmet out by Wednesday. So it won't be around for next week. So maybe we'll get another Rogue Live in there. But thanks for the super chats, guys. Appreciate that. Not expected, but very much appreciated. See how I have the gold around this one? I'll go back and hit that with gold too. But still, more work to do on this. Thanks for being here, guys.